boys and girls. It's Maestro Giorgio here. Haven't been to the barber in a while. I think maybe I need to go. I don't know, maybe it'll be a new look for me. But anyway, today I want to talk about a group of instruments that's in the woodwind family. Here's a picture of the woodwind family. This instrument that I'm going to talk about today is a flute, but it's not a transverse flute. It's a recorder flute. And this is what it looks like. And actually, this type of flute is not in this picture. This is what's called the more modern instruments. So this is the recorder, and I'm going to talk about how there's different sizes, and it makes up a family. And here I've got them all organized. Can you say the word organized? I had to Google it. But we have the biggest one here, and it goes to a smaller, smaller, to the tiniest one. And they all have different names. Just like people in a family have different first names. These are all recorder flutes, but they're different, so they have different names. This is called the bass recorder flute. This is the tenor, the alto. This is a soprano recorder flute in the key of A. This is a regular soprano in the key of C. This is a sopranino. And this one right here, has a funny name, and it's called Gurkeline. Can you say Gurkeline? Gurkeline. That means little pickle in German. So I thought I'd play each one of these. I want you to notice that when I start with the big one, it'll have a very low sound. And as I go to the smaller and smaller and smaller, the voice of the recorder will get higher and higher. So I'm going to play a song that we all know, Mary Had a Little Lamb. Okay, and I'm going to play it on each one, and it's going to sound kind of the same, but kind of different. Okay, here we go. This is the bass recorder. Okay, that one needs some work, I think. It has a sticking key. That's the bass recorder. This one, which is still kind of big, is called the tenor. Okay, that's the tenor. The next one, this one is a little shorter, and it's called the alto. Let's see how Mary sounds on this. It's a little bit higher. Now the next one, this is kind of an unusual one. It's in the key of A, and we'll call it a soprano. So it's going to sound higher. Okay, now the next one is soprano. Can you say soprano? Soprano. Okay, here we go. Let me get a little closer. The next one is smaller than the soprano, and it's called sopranino. Can you say sopranino? This might be your size. We got a little fancy there at the end. And the very smallest one is called the Gurkeline. And Gurkeline is a German word that means little pickle. And look how I can hold it between my thumb and my tall finger. Okay, here we go. Let's see how this one sounds. Oh, that's hard. Okay, can you all say recorder family? Just like in your family, there's different sizes and they all have different first names. Everybody say bass, tenor, alto, soprano in A, soprano in C, sopranino, and gurkeline. Now there's other ones that are bigger than this, but I don't have those. They get bigger and bigger and they get lower and lower. Okay, well that was the recorder family, and what I'd like to do now is I'd like to play a little bit more on the alto, and I'm going to play what I played at the beginning of this, and this is a realm by a guy named Telemann. Okay, keep on singing and having fun. Here we go. All right, boys and girls, keep on singing and having fun. I miss you. All right, take care. Bye-bye.